I'm paying for my past mistakes. This is my redemption song. I need you more than ever right now. Can you hear me now? 'Cause we're gonna shout it loud, even if our words seem meaningless. It's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us. But the truth is that I'm only one girl. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come to life. Come to life. After all the laughter fades, signs of life are washed away. I can still feel a gentle breeze. No matter how hard I pray, signs of one still remain, and life has become my enemy. Tell me, God, are you punishing me? Is this the price I'm paying for my past mistakes? This is my redemption song. I need you more than ever right now. Can you hear me now? 'Cause we're gonna shout it loud, even if our words seem meaningless. It's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us. But the truth is that I'm only one girl. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come to life. Come to life. Cause we're gonna shout it loud, even if our words seem meaningless. Like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us. But the truth is that I'm only one girl. Still, we're gonna shout it loud, even if our words seem meaningless. It's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I hope that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us. But the truth is that I'm only one girl. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come to life. Come to life.
Right. Okay. Game? Oh my goodness. Why did Spotify change to this music? Okay. Sige. Grabe to si Bamu. Fallout 4 and Far Cry 6? Oh, damn. Based. Grabe pagka... Grabe, I'm really proud of a lot of my streamer friends are starting to become more based when it comes to their schedules. Sana naman they follow it, unlike that one streamer that had Final Fantasy 7 on her sked, tapos every single time she would say, "Oh, I can't stream today," for some reason. Ewan ko ba? Anyway, G, let's do this. Right, so I think what we're gonna do today is that I found that there's an extra quest pala with Ryujin from ITZY. So we're gonna do that first. And then I think we're gonna continue with with the Crimson Fleet, Crimson Shin. And yeah, I did play a little bit yesterday while watching the Singapore Grand Prix. Grabe. But the evil has been defeated. The evil has been defeated. Tapos it was ano pa naman? It was it was a fucking Ferrari that won it. Saan na nga ba gagawin ko? Oh yeah, I found this. I found this last night. A modified advanced tombstone. Although I added yung long barrel sight and compensator. Pero look at that. 90 damage for 90 fire rate. That's like better than the AA99. Huh. So I don't know. Siguro what I can do is to have the stores shuffled again by sleeping 24 hours. Oh, speaking of, hello.
I'm here for you, my love.
Did anything interesting?
I thought you'd never ask. Here.
Nice. Ready to head back
I'm
out?
glad you're back. Let's get moving.
Right.
You know where to find me.
Let's go to Neon. Map. Punta tayong Neon. Voleye. Tapos Voleye Alpha ba? Okay. John Banks. Founds Constellation.
There are... See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Ooh. Oh, ano, wasn't there an apartment that I wanted to buy in Neon? How much is my money? 267. Sige. Let's...
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
Interesting. Hello. I would like to.
Need a weapon? I've got more than you can handle.
Oh. Well, I would like to purchase some of your finest. Uh. Calibrated hard target. Auto laser. Okay. Oh my. Ba't boosted to? Does more damage the less armor one has. Kaya pala it has like much more, it deals so much more damage. Oh, but this one has explosive rounds though. Oh. Uh, Suppressor, muzzle brake. Anong difference ito? Long bar, laser sight, scope, reflex sight, suppressor, muzzle brake. Ergo stock. Okay. But explosive rounds though. Explosive rounds. 63. Oh. Wait, does this have armor piercing? Okay. Stabilizing. I will try with explosive rounds. I will try that. The buzz cut. Oh my. Increase in attack speed. High velocity. Grabe na. 6 times 212. Compensator, short barrel, reflex sight. Ito not bad. I'll try it. Ay, hindi. Teka. Calculator. 6 times 212. Okay, ang baba. Never mind. Okay,
Always keep plenty of ammo in stock too.
of course. Where is it? I will put this as my 1. I'll put this one as my 2. For now. Okay. Tapos, ito. Optic reflex. Okay. Explosive rounds, my goodness. Rounds that explode on contact, damn. High powered. Okay. Alright, tara. Let's go to Ryujin.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Ano to? Okay. Dahil lang, sobrang random lang that NPC like that is just standing there. Super random lang. Kidoki. Sabi daw there's a side quest for me to do. For
I can't
Ryujin.
imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this, instead of exploring the stars on the bridge of a spacecraft.
True. Hello. Oh.
There you are. Masako wants to see you.
Do you know what she wants?
To put that tech of yours to good use. I can't be sure what she has planned, but if she's involving you, she wants a guaranteed success.
I'm always in high demand.
Considering you're the only one with an internal neuroamp, that's no surprise.
Oh,
Now, I suggest you don't keep her waiting.
oh Lord. Okay, to executive na. Yes. Baka does it have something to do with what was that one executive that I fired?
That is an absolutely gorgeous statue. The craftsmanship, it's unparalleled. I wonder if it was hand-carved.
Gulat ako sa gas ni Sarah. Biglang, "Ah!" I don't know if the mic picked it up, but yeah. Hello.
I've got my eye on you.
Lo. Oh, ano? What happened to her? Oh, she's gone.
Don't cause any trouble.
Sorry na. Hello. Sarah, come here. Sarah, bring your big butt over here. Yan.
I hope you've come prepared. I have a keycard assignment for you. It's simple, so don't overcomplicate it.
How do I get the security key
Well,
card?
that's a question you'll have to ask yourself.
Okay, I'm ready.
Good. Remember, I want clean work. If anything goes wrong, it's at your cost.
Travel to the what clinic? Which one?
My company's future might be
Oh.
riding on this deal.
What clinic? Which one? You're lion? Travel to the clinic. Saan yung clinic? I wanna know where the clinic is. Missions. Wear a suit or security guard uniform. Show on map. Oh, that clinic. Kala ko kung ano.
I don't like them.
Kala ko kung anong clinic, yun lang pala. It's the clinic. Not just a clinic, it's the clinic. Okay.
We're cleared for liftoff. Stable orbit achieved. We could stay here forever. Well, for a while anyway.
Ay, sorry. Okay. Okay. Whoa! Do you really have to fly so close to me? Teka, saan nga ba yun? Eto. Narion.
In one instant, the stars are rearranged. We are
Okay. Na-survey ka na pala. We are here.
You've entered the clinic space. Please dock or leave the area clear for incoming patients.
Oh. Does it have to be dangerously close for it to trigger for me to ano?
leave their hometown.
Docking cycle complete.
Okay, let's go. So, what am I doing here? Retrieve a security.
Captain.
Anong, for what? Anong gagawin ko dito? Storage. Oh, hello. Security chief. Have I met this guy
You
before?
lost? 'Cause you don't look like you belong here. Can I help you?
I need to borrow your security key card.
Sorry, but that's not the type of thing I could just hand over without proper authorization. Do you want to tell me what's going on?
But it's an emergency.
Still, I'm not handing over this card without good reason. So, start talking.
Let's talk this over. I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
Thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card.
I understand confident. I need that card. I can't disclose why.
I guess it's possible you're telling the truth. You at least look professional.
That's better. Can we move on to the part where you give it to me?
It might be okay. All right, take it. But you better be quick.
Yes.
Warning. This unit does not possess advanced surgical capabilities.
I wonder kaya for what?
I see you wearing that neuro amp. Trying in that mind control room.
Yeah. Voodoo. Oh my gosh. Why would I be interested in that? Okay. So I guess... Okay, man.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Cool. Whoa.
Grab jump
This is
spinning
restart
down.
space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for
Those
contraband.
scoundrels.
Alright, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Welcome to Neon. Okay. Neon Core. Ano kaya? What's the card? What's the key card for? I wonder what the key card's for. Matagal pa ako mag-level up, right? Tama? Surveyed. How do I see... Eto. Okay. 3/4.
I hate waiting.
Ito na si ano.
Back with what I wanted?
Yeah. Here's the key card.
Good work. If I need you again, I'll notify you.
Ah, that's it.
Should I need you, I'll send for you.
That's it. Okay.
They know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
Really? Check ko lang operations. No one's at the door. Okay.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Hello.
If I have to read one more report, I hope you're staying out of trouble.
Okay.
Taking a
Ano ba?
break? Whatever you need. You've got. Don't tell me the mission board isn't keeping you busy.
What if I don't want to do these mission board assignments?
If you don't want to earn credits, that's up to you. But I can understand how lackluster they may seem after what you've pulled off.
Okay. Bye. May something interesting ba dito? Ideally without getting caught. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. Balik na tayo to actually no. We can fast travel naman dun, di ba? Fix. Ay! Ba't hindi nag-trigger yung mission? Oo nga pala. Siren of the Stars. Pero anyway, we'll still go here anyway. We'll still go here na rin.
Time to get this ship moving.
Okay.
Seals are tight. We're docked.
Alright.
If something's on your mind, you can tell me. I'm still overwhelmed you chose to spend the rest of your life with me. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
If it keeps us close, then I'll gladly say those words every time you ask.
Okie doke. Where is Vasco?
Captain Diana, do you require my assistance?
Yes, I'd like you to follow me for a while.
Yes, Captain. I am right behind you.
I'll get back to what I was doing. You know where to find me.
Of course. Bye-bye. I'll check out muna the... I wanna check out the shops muna. Kasi I think they shuffle eh. So... if they did shuffle, then I do wanna see...
Every captain here's earned their stripes. You don't make it in this life without a plenty of merchant.
Yeah. Coachman, drumbeat. Okay. Pacifier, tombstone. Oh yeah, because I bought this one. Okay. Modified tombstone. Putang ina, 99 damage. Ano to? Oh. Wait, 32 times 117. Oh. Pero 99 times 90 is... okay. Sige, I'll buy the boosted advanced. Recon, scope, compensator, armor piercing rounds. Yeah. Pero I'll trade in my... Saan na ba yan? Ito. Yeah. Throwables. Don't need any. Okay.
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
Tactical
I heard
gear.
his
Now you
was
buy from
sister
me, you
is
can
some
look good.
hard
Let's get
work
you set up.
Get set up. What's this? Nothing interesting. Wala. Helmet. Wala. Okay. Cutter. Wala.
I wouldn't get on her bad side.
Hi, I'm here if you need me.
Saan yung magandang ito. Si Zuri
See,
Abara.
my prices may be high. We can talk about whatever you want.
Scouts Mag Sniper. Laser Sight Recon Scope. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's 42k. Deal. What? Ano yung 6.5 MI. 6.5 MI. Okay. Thanks.
Come back and see me sometime.
Sige. This will now be my 2. Tapos this will... Where is it? This will now be my 3. So...
If it's hard to find, I'm Hey.
Okay, space undersuit. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Sell my sniper. Hard target. Yes. Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Okay. Let's go. I do kind of wanna... Palitan ko lang yung yung scope. Alright. Okay. Tapos, where's the... Di ba may range dito somewhere?
Are you looking to start something?
Eto. Oh my gosh. I love it.
I've got bounties in every system.
Idiots will never catch you pala. Ay putang ina, tapos you could put a long barrel pa. What the hell? Recon laser sight. Recon sight. Alright. Yeah, yan. Let's go. Let's do the thing that we're supposed to do. Akala ko yung mission na yun ni Eugene from ITZY. Akala ko like...
Box grog is fine.
Akala ko it's like something else. Yung pala... Repeat of the old no?
Clean separation, Captain. Perfect.
Perfect. Saan nga, Ben? Di ba we're going to like New Atlantis or something? Oh, I think I hit the Magbawas yung shield ko for some reason. Eto.
switching grab drive to normal propulsion.
Okay. Dock with the Siren of the Stars. Here it is. Dock and board, ano? Dock and
Ship
board.
is now docked. Perfect.
Cool. Speak with Evgeny. Who? Actually, wait lang. Before I do so,
What can I do for you?
Well, hello, sunshine. I'm right behind you.
I shall
Okay.
resume my normal duties.
Hey,
Ahoy,
shows.
Captain.
Ahoy. Ahoy there. Okay. Yeah. Sige lang. I just want the XP bonus. Sayang din eh. Tagal. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang.
Great. Now I'm more tired than when we went to bed.
Oh my. Where's Vasco?
Hello there.
I always enjoy these moments.
Okay.
Heaven is having a smooth running ship with a crew of friends.
Nice. Where's Vasco? Yon.
Captain Diana, hello. Captain Diana, greetings. I will follow behind you.
I'll catch up with you later then.
Alright. Right. Boom pop. Oh my. What's this? Navigator helmet. Navigator, okay. Puro navigator. Whoops. Okay. Walang fancy loot anywhere. Alright. So what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Large anomaly. I should now locate and speak to Rokov about acquiring the credentials for the Galbank archives. Okay, but this might require speaking.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
Why follow Delgado's orders if you're not in the Crimson Fleet?
Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think?
Ooh. What, no formal tour of the ship?
Oh, sure, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation, so let's start by talking about Delgado's sudden olive branch.
You should be happy Delgado's including you at all.
Happy? Oh, I'm thrilled. Still, this leaves me with a lot of unknowns, and in our line of work, unknowns get you killed. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
Neva asked me to steal the Earth Saver Award.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
What was the original plan you had with Neva?
I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
Without her, you're also never getting back into the fleet.
She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout.
Fair.
Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry.
Uh-oh.
So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
Well, what do you consider normal prey?
Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from in the past. Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
Yeah, he wants the credentials.
His credentials. So you're hitting the Gall Bank branch in New Atlantis. Nice score, very lucrative and very dangerous. If you're going after a gold mine like that, I'll want to come along for the ride. Or you're not getting near Dombrowski.
You obviously have something specific in mind.
Well, it appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
You really think I have the ability to promise something like that?
You'd better, or you're gonna have to find another Gal Bank executive. As long as Dombrowski's on the ship, he's all mine.
What, you don't need money?
Of course I do. But who wants to settle for a one-time payout? I prefer to play the long game. You see, getting my ass back into the fleet means I regain access to Shinya Boss. And that's as good as an endless stream of credits.
I can put in a word with Delgado, but it's up to him to pull the trigger.
That's a disturbing way to put it. But I suppose that's the best offer I'm gonna get, so I'll take it. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
What's a full-time?
Someone with enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of Trident's finest space liners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealthy, you get the gist.
Anything you tell me about the gala?
The event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter.
Oh, I didn't bring my dinner jacket.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
What sort of dirty secrets are we talking
He's
about?
a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
I see. Okay, as long as there's free booze.
Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose.
I see.
Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Alright.
Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Okay. Discover the location of the ES reward. Ask society patrons about Larry Dombrowski. Move! Oh my gosh, bro. Do you really have to stand?
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously.
Alright. Ooh. I assume ito yun. Crate of exotic liquors. Farming hat? Pangit. Crate of exotic liquors. Ooh. Hello.
If you have any needs, please enter a request into the computer located at the entryway to your cabin.
Alright. There it is.
We have a range of excursions available at all of our destinations. All the details are in your cabin.
Oh wow, look at that.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starliner.
Here for business or pleasure? Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Do you know anything about Larry Dombrowski?
Larry likes to drop overly complex words into conversations. I'm sure he knows that it annoys people, but he does it anyway.
Okay. Anything Earth Savior?
Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No, thank you.
Terran Preservation Society.
Not much. Other than the fact that they host these wonderfully entertaining gala events every month.
Okay.
Nice to have met you.
Pleasure.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time.
Really?
Yeah, can we do this later? I'm busy.
Hey.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Quite a lovely Starliner.
So,
nothing but the best for
what
the
brings
society,
you aboard?
eh?
Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. I missed out on the award to someone else last year, so this year I doubled my contributions to the society. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
I'm a silver member of the society, but only 100,000 more credits and I hit the gold tier.
Hmm.
That's all then? Okay.
Hello. Are you a member of the society?
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Mind moving along? I'm trying to enjoy the celebration. Yeah, can we do this later? I'm busy.
So, what brings you aboard?
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard a Starliner.
Sure. Sabay-sabay pa kayo.
An open bar would have been nice, but... Yes, he's some kind of top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running a fake loan scam.
Okay.
That award is such a joke. It's for members of the society to pat their own backs for spending the most money on the cause.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state. But I'm glad the society has the nerve to do something about it.
Yun lang.
I've already told you everything I know about.
Okay.
Well, that was boring.
Oh.
Hello. Are you a member of the society? His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child.
Okay.
The society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit?
Hey.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Here
Hey,
for
you.
business
Quite
or
a
pleasure?
lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh? The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is the only reason we allow him to attend society functions.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila Holbrook is...
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to be wealthy to contribute, though the minimum donation level is 5,000 credits.
Oh my. Okay.
Don't forget to donate to the cause. The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Have you tried the cannabis? Horrid.
Hello.
Positively.
Are you a member of the society? He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Claudia Swist. Okay.
The society was founded about 8 years ago by Carl S.A. Worthington, a prominent businessman from New Atlantis.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
I certainly hope they decide to... He's been spending a lot of time.
Carl Swist.
Sheila Holbrook is...
Okay.
It's critical that the society keeps the memories of Earth alive in our...
Okay.
That's all then? Okay.
Speak to Sheila about the... Okay. Why does it sound like the Fallout 4 theme song?
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
Yeah, it sounds like the Fallout 4 theme
Tried
song.
the cannabis. Boring.
Ito, si Sheila Holbrook.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense.
Hello, Trish.
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important.
When will the award ceremony occur?
Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all.
Isn't it risky to hold aboard the Starliner?
Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe.
I heard you're in charge of the Earth Savior Award.
Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
What do you mean the transfer of the
Well,
award?
the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The blue diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination.
I see. Has the award ever been stolen?
During my tenure? Oh, certainly not. There was an unfortunate incident where my predecessor attempted to sell the award to the highest bidder, but that was quickly resolved. Needless to say, they'll be spending the rest of their life in a UC prison.
You must be nervous keeping something so valuable in your cabin.
In my cabin? Oh, please. Why would I do something so foolish? I'll have you know that the award is locked inside the master safe, located at the purser's office.
I see.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Of course, of course.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure.
For the safety of everyone aboard, a Starview pass is required to enter the main vault.
Okay. So, both are in the ano? Okay.
In the
Hello.
event, if you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
Oh, Senatrish. How are you? Yeah. Speak to Claudia. Discover how to access the purser safe. Hello.
At the moment, Aurora isn't permitted on Trident Starliners, though we're working on having that changed.
Hello.
If you wish to have a drink at any of our lounges, be sure to present your cabin pass to have the cost deducted from your account.
Understood. Safe kaya. Okay. Oh, hello.
On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard.
Thank you. Hello.
Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today?
Good naman, slight busy lang. How is you? Okay lang. Can I store things with confidence in your safe?
Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe.
Di ka pala nag-stream kagabi. Always out ba every Sunday? Yes. And Sunday is my day off. So, regardless kung umalis ako o hindi, Sunday is my day off. Yeah. Unless may something special, like Starfield. Nung that 1 week when I streamed Starfield for 12 days straight. Yun lang. So, okay.
An excellent question.
Oh.
My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks.
I'd like to take a peek at the Earth Savior Award.
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
I see. I'm fine, thanks.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip.
Thank you. What do you think of Captain Rokov?
I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate.
Ah. Being captain of a ship. Sige.
I don't want to lose my job. Why should I tell you?
I know there's a way to get past this.
Maybe so.
I promise this is between us.
Maybe. Need to think about it.
Oh, the models look nice. Yes, they do. Hello, Eva. Or Wally. Oh, Eva ata yan. Or both. I'll just say hi to both of you. Hi, guys. Kamusta na?
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Yeah.
I'm still willing to talk.
It's
All right,
Eva.
But
Okay.
you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand?
Of course.
I don't want to lose my job.
Wally is
I
napping.
like Captain
Okay.
Volkov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If we want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere.
I see. Can I? Okay.
Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
So it's in his... Pwede tong evidence? Wait, ano to? What's in here? Vera Gabriel? Authorize this passenger to be armed with care. Okay. Prohibited without cabin access pass. Shall I? Shall I? I guess I shall. Alright. Na kaya meron dito? Oh, tangina. Damage increases as health decreases. Volatile rounds that... Parang nakita ko subtitles. That are designed to pack a bigger punch but aren't as stable and can fail on occasion. Randomly deals corrosive radiation poison and incendiary. Ooh. Hello, Vasco. Leon. Yeah. We can have a gun without an ano. Whoa. Whoa. UC security pala to. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Oo, tayo na. Oo nga. Ano to? This guy's a cop. Sige. Let's go, Vasco. Can we not close the door? Who's here? Claudius Swiss. Sino to? Crew quarters. Andito kaya yung kay ano? Ooh, credits. Andito kaya yung quarters ni... Hello.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield ballroom. It's breathtaking.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars.
Ito. Yes, this is it. Captain Rokov's computer. So I think I should be able to find evidence. Ebidensya. Teka. Then... Personal comms, unknown source. You should have a request denied. Rokov, once again, I'm refusing your request to rejoin. We're not a membership club here, Rokov. This is the Crimson Fleet. You don't apply, you try out. Ah, there it is. We got evidence. Ooh, master lock. Putay na. Tapos, this one? Yeah. Tapos, this one. Okay. And then... Nah. Paano to? Ah. Okay. Tapos... like that. And then like this. Aha! Doubles the base magazine capacity. Okay. Alright. Okay. Hello.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the
At the leftovers? What the hell? Okay. Okay. Hello. Claudius Swiss.
Sorry. Do I know you?
There's no harm in a friendly little chat between two people.
Okay, wait. Are you seriously... are you trying to pick me up? Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone. And my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous.
Really? Would your partner happen to be Larry Dombrowski?
Who? Look, can you just cut to the chase already? What's this about?
I bet Galbank will love to know about your affair with Dombrowski.
I can't believe this is happening. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
All I need is something incriminating on Dombrowski.
If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that?
Because Dombrowski deserves everything that's coming to him?
That's true. For once, I would like to see him squirm.
Oh my. I'll find that information one way or another, so might as well benefit now.
That's true. You have come this far already.
Once has what he wants, he'll sell you down the road.
I'd love to see that man suffer. All right.
Critical success.
You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
If you hate this guy so much, why were you defending him a moment ago?
I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime.
Fair, fair. How many credits are we talking here?
I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out.
Okay. Well, you're angry at sige.
Oh, angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid.
So he did the scheming.
Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
Why aren't you worried I'll blow the whistle on this whole thing?
You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works. If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities.
Well, why didn't you
I
confront
was
him?
going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works.
So no.
I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer?
You think he's using you?
Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back.
If you want revenge, give me proof I can use against
I
him.
wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
I see. What was your contribution to the scheme?
I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right?
What exactly is going on between you and Dombrowski?
What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
You're sounding just as manipulative as the...
Where the hell do you get off judging me? You don't know that asshole like I do, okay? Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right?
Okay.
What, are you ready to damn novel?
Yes.
Fine.
I'm actually am.
Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their comnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not.
Okay. Appreciate
I hope
it.
you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Oh my. Okay. Sige, I might as well steal yung spacesuit ni yan. Lalang. Wait, bakit may something siya sa ano? Sa neck? Ah, okay. O nga pala, sa mannequin. Mannequin. Passenger Swiss? Ay, kaso kita ako. Oh. Alright. So where is... Sige. This might need a persuasion thingy again.
What brings you aboard?
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
And guess what? So am I. I need your claim ID.
Excuse me?
You're excused.
Why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that?
So I can be on my
And
way.
why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? I wish I could, but if anybody found out I told you...
Sure, there's a way.
Maybe so. Is this really what we're doing?
What's... sige.
I mean, it might be okay. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
Of course. Okay. Sige.
I've done this particular cruise run several times.
Oh,
Please let
hello.
me know if you're glad to have you aboard. Oh, absolutely. The safe is in the even more.
Yeah. Okay.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable.
Holbrook. Open the door. $75 credits. All that in this little box. Okay. Ion. Okay. Oh, wala. Nothing interesting. Okay. Speak to Gabriel Vega. Vera pala. Alright.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
Okay. Quick save again. Hello.
Hello. You here for the charity event?
Yep. Do you often attend honest and worthy causes?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul.
I see.
But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about?
Actually, I'm here on business.
Well, I work for UC Security, meaning that business isn't exactly my area of expertise. I'm afraid I can't really help you. If you're looking for a business opportunity, you might want to check with someone else.
What do you do for UC Security?
You mean specifically? Oh, I work for the Corporate Fraud Division. We monitor all of the major megacorp financials and transactions to ensure that nothing improper occurs. You're asking a lot of strange questions. What exactly do you want?
What exactly brings you aboard the Siren of the Stars?
To be honest, I'm here to keep an eye on the charity event.
I see.
It might not be as glamorous an assignment as a colony rescue or taking down some criminals, but anything that keeps the peace is important to me. What is this all about, anyway?
Claudia says you have information about Larry Dombrowski.
Claudia sent you, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both.
Or both.
Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
Or maybe I'll hand any evidence I already have to the authorities.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities.
Oh.
Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine.
Really?
And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe? Get the hell away from me before I have you arrested.
Quite a lovely starliner.
Nothing but the best for the society, huh?
Ito.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
Hello.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up, and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested.
Does he actually have the authority to have me arrested?
Oh, absolutely. He's up the ladder at UC Security. Lots of pull. We have to handle this very delicately.
Must be bluffing.
I know the guy. He doesn't bluff. But I'd bet my last cred stick he's running scared. There's clearly something going on between Vera Swiss and Dombrowski. But we need hard evidence to use it to our advantage. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
Shipwide emergency might do the trick.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Won't the ship be at risk without the life support?
This is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear, which I won't.
Okay, guess I'll do whatever it takes.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help.
Alright. You have the lowdown on Vera?
On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC Security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage, Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet.
Okay.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
The Society chair has really...
Credits. Credits. Okay. Who's this guy? Okay. Just some random dude. Hello! Mukhang persuasion na naman to.
Hey, hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you?
I need to get into the life support area.
Oh, sorry. That area is off limits. No exceptions.
You have a gambling bill. I strongly suggest you agree to favors for the person that you owe.
All right. No need to get pushy about it.
Pushy.
Captain Rokov sure picks some weird friends. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
Of course.
Feel free to look around, but don't mess with any of the controls.
Of course. Lang. Stretch them legs well. Okay. One, 2, 3.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Oh my. Ooh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Iiwan nyo pa mga cred sticks nyo, ha? Tayo na, let's go! Ano ba meron dito? Crate of exotic liquors. Ooh, alcohol supplies. Oh, she.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Oh, so na-clear out nga tong area na to. Is there something here that I'm particularly interested in? Wala, no? In his cabin, di ba dito yun sa taas? Yeah. Wait lang, wait lang. Explorer pack. There we go. That's it, that's it. Walang nothing. Alright. Paano kaya to? Yeah. To? And then tapos okay. That's it. That's it. Okay. Not much. Not much. Not much. Ano kaya? Should I steal those crates of exotic liquors? Kaso wala na akong space sa... Oh. Oo nga no. Why couldn't I use this to ano? Why couldn't... Oh, because it's covered.
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Ah, hello. My good sir.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
I know that's plastic love. How'd you know I was responsible for the emergency?
It doesn't take a genius to deduce you're the one that's responsible. I locked onto you from the moment you entered the ballroom, and I've watched you trying to clock Dombrowski. After we spoke, I had a feeling you'd pull a stunt like this.
Sige. Dombrowski has something that Crimson Fleet wants.
I always took him for a fool, but I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence?
You already have the evidence prepared?
Don't act so surprised. You didn't really think I'd make a deal with Claudia or Dombrowski without having a little insurance policy of my own, did you? Huh? If I've learned anything in my years at the corporate fraud division, it's always have an exit strategy.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Ingay naman ng warning. Says you've cheated out of your fair share of Galvine job.
Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet shit list. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me.
Why'd you let handle all the numbers in the first place?
Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system without raising any red flags. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she was wrong.
Before I make any deals, you mind telling me what I'm buying?
Oh, I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with dates, account numbers, ID scans, even an audio recording. It was my little insurance policy in case the shit hit the fan. There's a solid enough trail here to send Dombrowski straight to jail.
Alright. I'll pay to offset your losses.
At least I walk away with something. All right. You have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
Of course.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Ever thought of joining the Crimson Fleet?
Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No. You can leave me out of your merry little band of pirates. Thank you very much.
Hey. What are you going to do about Swiss and Dombrowski?
Well, since Claudia has been spending time disgustingly close to Dombrowski, I think she's suffered enough. On the other hand, I've got very, very special plans for Larry. I have some friends that can, well, let's just say, take care of the problem. That's if you leave him alive, of course. We'll just have to wait and see.
Okay.
You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
With what? I stole every bit of weapon you have. With your bare hands, siguro. Oh.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Of course.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Okay. Hello.
All passengers.
Well,
May I have your attention, please?
you must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
Fine, let's negotiate.
Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
That's an amazing... I haven't entirely ruled out the bullet option yet.
I see. Well, that certainly places a damper on our negotiations. Perhaps I can hasten my diatribe to temper your violence-ridden contribution. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
All passengers.
Surprised you figured that out.
It's actually a rather easy deduction to make. It's the only thing of significant value that I still have in my possession. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
Good day. Okay. Do I still have the, ano? Oh my gosh. Bank plan.
So? Did it work? Not yet, but the transaction is in progress as we speak. You should expect your profits from our venture soon. You must be patient.
No way, Larry. This is not what we agreed. You said the money would be in our accounts by the 1st of the month.
Give it a rest. It isn't like we're making regular withdrawals. If things aren't done carefully, it'll trip an audit. Is that what you want?
Of course not. But we're risking our asses here, and we've seen what, maybe 5, 8% tops? We were promised a third of the final figure.
And, as promised, when all is said and done, that's exactly what you'll receive. You must understand, we're absconding with an inordinately vast amount of capital from Galbank's coffers. Eventually, the shortfall will be discovered. As Claudia has so eloquently stated, if the transactions aren't siphoned at a reasonable rate, the audit team will be dispatched and our plan ruined. Give it time, my friend. You'll get your share, a third for each of us, as promised.
A third of 500,000 credits. Can't you just taste it? I think I'm gonna head straight for Neon with my share. I'll put myself up at the hotel.
May I have your attention, please?
Shitload of money at the Astral
The
Lounge.
captain has declared a ship-wide emergency.
I don't want to
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Finer way to spend our time.
Tahan na yung emergency thingy nin.
Look, I'm gonna lay this all on the line. You have 2 more weeks to make this happen, or we're gonna have a problem. 2 weeks, Dombrowski. That's it.
Hello.
Well, looks like everything worked out. Just like we planned.
Couldn't have done this without your help.
I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help.
Of course.
You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
You mean you haven't figured it out on your own?
I usually have a nose for these things, but in your case, it's a mystery. Very frustrating. Whatever the case may be, it's apparently worth risking your life over. That's telling me it involves a lot of money. That also means I want in.
I want to tell you, but Delgado will kill me if I do.
So he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Doverbeach.
All passengers, may I have your attention,
Don't worry about it.
Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that if anyone always makes good on his deeds. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Pleasure doing business with you. Alright, proceed to New Atlantis. How do we get there? Okay.
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status.
Okay. Here. Here. And then, okay. Ito pala. Wala. Nothing to steal. Okay. Nothing na yoink. Alright. Mukhang that's it. Let's go.
You ever listen to one of my stories? Do you ever want to tell me?
Stay away.
Putang ina, nagulat ako dun eh. Sabay-sabay sila. Hello, do you miss me?
Operation complete. Thrusters free.
Tayo na dun.
Well, well. Back for more, eh? Will you read to me tonight before bed?
Well, well.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Like you used to when I was little?
You just got my undivided attention.
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Alright. To New Atlantis. Grabe ang haba na nung escapade na yun. Tagal na. It was like, what, an hour? Enter the Galbank archives. Sige.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Commercial. The Galbank archives.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking real.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Deal with the Galbank guard. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the the Galbank archives. May I see your credentials, please?
Of course. And are there any other employees down here?
Oh, no. None at all. I'm all alone down here. Yep. Completely by myself. Well, I guess you're down here too, right? So that's two of us now. Sorry, not trying to lie to you or anything. Just.
Of course.
Yeah.
Alright, here you go.
Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives.
Whoa. You're acting a bit strange.
Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. I got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
Right. Appreciate it. Oh nga, no, wala na naman si Wala na naman si... Uy! Putang ina! What? Oh, shit! Oh, well, perfect time to test this. Come on up! Is he healing? That bastard. Ay, puta. What time to stop healing? This bitch. Ay! Got him. Ah, I see. Bigat na ba ako? Hindi pa. Alright, time to loot. Off work duds. Okay. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Ba't kaya? Is it clear down here? Looks like it is. Puta, nagulat ako dun ah. Right, lost ship registry. Serendipity. Classified. Eto. Last known system location, Bannock. Prosperity. Supremacy. Last known location, Soul Saturn. Saturn? Saturn, huh? Sige, note ko yan sa chat. Supremacy. Saturn. Supremacy. Saturn. Okay. I will take a note of that. Baka may loot. May good loot dun. Kaya pala. There was a fucking robbery going on in there. Puta na. Them ecliptic bast. Oh, where did the guy here go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, man.
Good luck. Dealing with you is the best.
So we return to the key. So we go back to our ship. Okay.
This never gets old. Lift off.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Okay. Let's go.
Another jump down. Take that, Dad.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Nice one. Hello.
Ah, my friend.
Okay, isa pa. Isa pang 24-hour ano. While we do that, let's check who's streaming. Any friends? Wala. Okay. Si Super Janetella lang. Jean Tella. Okay. I'm basically doing this to refresh the stores. Para mag-iba yung, mag-shuffle yung stock ng, lalo na dito sa sa the key.
Remember when I said I like to be close to you? Now you know exactly what I meant.
Where the hell did you come from?
My day just got a whole lot brighter.
Anyway.
Ah, weird.
Hey. Okay. Speak to Delgado. By the way, where the hell were you where the hell did you where the hell were you during when I was attacked by the ecliptic people at the thingy?
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any.
At the depot.
Always ask for a bigger cut. It's all about making those credits.
Hello.
If it's hard to find, we can talk about whatever you...
You can talk whatever you want. Wala. Okay. Advanced drum beat. Okay.
Don't miss me too much.
Tapos... You
don't... Weapons for all occasions. If your credits are good, I'm open.
Pirate Legend. Tacticians refined. Okay, never mind. Okay, time to sell. Oh my gosh, don't have money. You don't have money for these. Okay. Do you even have any money for these? Okay, Fred. At least ito. Tangina. Ito. Ay.
Kinetic.
Sell. Helmets. Ito. Apparel. Okay lang. Aid. No. Resources. No, I need those. Okay, okay na yan.
Alright, see you around.
Pwede kay Because she has like a lot of my money.
My price is maybe.
Ay, nag-refresh din yung Kasi okay lang. Where is it? Ito. Ano kaya? Yeah. Because I don't use shotguns. Fuck shotguns.
Come back and see me sometime.
Okay, trade authority. Hello.
Look, you have something for me?
Yeah.
Always looking forward.
Yeah. What the fuck? 99 damage? Oh. Compensate. Pero this one has This one has laser sight. I want it though. Okay, I'll sell you this one. But I'll buy that one. Okay, what else do you have? Okay. This one. Helmet. This one. Miscellaneous. Okay. Okay na yun.
You find anything of value, bring it here first.
Okay. Tapos, this one. Okay sana yung explosive rounds. Kaso kasi, ang ano niya, or I don't know. I just found armor-piercing rounds to be more effective. Para sa akin lang. So I'll sell the...
I hope you brought me something. Business it is.
I'll sell the, I'll sell the... Ito. Yeah. Yeah, okay na yan.
Remember, all trades are restriction-free.
Tapos, I will...
Are you looking to start something?
Modify this. I'll add the good stuff. The big three. Long barrel. Actually, hindi naman... Oh, wait, never mind. Reflex sight. What does it look like pag pag naka-iron sight? What does it look like? Oh, it's not too bad. See, I'll keep the iron sights since it doesn't look too bad. Muzzle compensator. Yes. Okay. Alright, G. Let's go. Let's go see the big man.
I like my weapons like I like my coffee.
Scalding. Evening.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet.
Rokov's not so bad. He turned out to be pretty helpful.
That'd be a first.
All right, Neva, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right. Now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
EM-class gas giant?
Don't know that one, huh? Well, pick up your pencil. There's gonna be a test on this later. EM-class means the planet is giving off a ridiculously high amount of electromagnetic radiation. We're talking off the charts here.
Shit.
Fly your ship anywhere near one of these death traps, and you'll blow every single circuit on your ship. You'd be dead in space. Get it?
Well, there's gotta be a way.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
So the credits will
Both
be
of
on.
you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
Maybe the data's wrong?
No, this all makes sense. The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe this one got lost that far out from home.
Yeah, Crix wouldn't have given up.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neighbor, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called a comm spike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction.
We'll figure this out, I promise.
I promise? You gonna write that in your diary, little girl?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Okay.
I'm only stationed on the key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging.
Where are we going? Okay.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed?
Why do I have a feeling you're gonna make more money off this thing than I am?
Well, that's because you'd be absolutely right. You see, everyone above you in the fleet is making more than you are off the same gig. That's why we're all fighting our way to the top. Understood? Good. Now, you might want to hand over that award before I have you tossed off the key. Just a thought.
Alright, fine. Here you go.
Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll call. But that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might even start respecting you. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do.
3K lang.
So let's get to it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not gonna happen anytime soon. Hello.
Your buddy Rocco.
Yeah, he...
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
All right, well, all right. Speaking of which...
Huh? Ah, okay.
Paano? Neva?
Yeah, keep your... And, damn it.
Gotta be a way.
Yeah, sure.
Both of you shut...
This sounds like a gun.
Tricks wouldn't have given
That's
up.
the spirit, Rook. Neva, they got...
That transponder... But... We grabbed that...
All right, here is... Rook, in the meantime...
Give me a little time to...
Oh, great. Yeah, we'll do the best we can.
Best we can. What are you, 5?
All right, that is
Okay,
enough.
just for that,
Now, both of you.
just for that, I'm not giving you the thing. So, tara.
Samina can do more than that you
Oh.
Ship services? You need it? I've got it.
You got it.
Here to upgrade that ship of yours? All business and... I've got plenty of goodies to choose from.
Oh my. Hello.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed?
Couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Rook. Just... wow.
You had one simple task. Bring me the award. That's it. It's so easy. I could have gotten Jazz's Model A to do the work. Well, congratulations. Not only did you miss out on the award cash, you're also gonna take a hit from your regular pay. That's
Which is
how
shit to
things
begin
work
with.
around here, so you better get used to it.
Okay.
All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
You gave me more. Okay. Sure. You gave me more money than I would have made giving it to you. Fucking scammer. Fuck that bitch. Nah, I ain't giving her nothing. Nah, fuck her. Fuck her.
Bulk grog is fine if you like to keep
If there's a chance for me to kill her, I'll take the first chance I get to kill her. Syempre without triggering the entire fucking Crimson Fleet. Even though I can take them out.
There, we're free.
Even though I can take them out in the P. Now that I have basically infiltrated their
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Right.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
And move. Let's go. Commander Ikande. Hey.
Yes, what? Early reports...
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
Yep. News travels faster around
We told
here.
you we'd be keeping tabs on you. So, did you get information for us or not?
Yep. I was able to successfully steal the Galbank
Yes.
credentials.
And I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world.
Delgado will figure it out.
It sounds like you admire that lunatic.
Simply warning you about his resourcefulness.
Call it whatever you like. It doesn't change the fact that Delgado is still a murderer. Your best buddy has killed every single one of our previous informants.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal.
They think... Aren't you concerned that I'm helping them get closer to Crix's legacy?
Of course I am. We don't really have a choice in the matter. There are no shortcuts. The route you're taking to secure Crix's legacy for the Crimson Fleet is the only one at our disposal. If you suddenly change your behavior, they'll know something's wrong. I realize it's difficult, but I urge you to stay the course for now. In the meantime, we'll formulate a plan to ensure the Crimson Fleet doesn't get their hands on that money.
They think something called the comm spike will solve that
They
problem.
have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4.
Are we going to warn the UC Navy about my attempt to grab the comm spike?
I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close to the vest.
Are you any closer to convincing the Council to attack the Crimson
My
Fleet?
superiors are stubborn. They aren't going to authorize an attack on the key based on my flights of fancy, I've been told. We need more evidence that all the Crimson Fleet's plans will result in them actually getting their hands on this fabled cache of credits.
Okay, I'll report back with any
Perfect.
evidence.
Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Crix's legacy first.
Cool. Kidoki. Burden of proof. The best
This
there
mission
is.
is going to require discretion on a number of fronts. It's good to have you back. What can I do for you?
I have evidence for
Well
you.
done. Let's see what you found.
Found some evidence about Evgeny Rolkov.
Tisk, tisk. Looks like Mr. Rokoff lied on his application to Trident Luxury Lines about having a clean record. No matter. Next time he jumps from the key, we'll have him picked up. That will be one less fleet captain for us to worry about. Any
Ooh.
other fragments?
Got this piece of information on a certain Galbank employee who was aboard the Siren of the Stars.
Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a six-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement scheme. It makes me sick. It's gonna be an absolute pleasure to throw his butt in prison. Have any more?
That's all I have for now.
Okay, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it.
Okay. You really don't like talking about the
You're not
past?
gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past?
Hey, you're the one that implied you had something to tell
You're
me.
right, I did. I suppose I'm hesitating because I'm not sure you'll like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison? I suppose that makes me a hypocrite.
What does that make you a hypocrite?
Oh, come on. I haven't exactly been cordial about my feelings towards the Crimson Fleet's illegal activities.
Quite the opposite. It explains a lot.
Oh, does it now? Was I giving off some kind of ex-con sort of vibe? Well, give me a chance to explain. I grew up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply take whatever I wanted instead. A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house.
You did what you had to do?
That's just it, though. I was having the time of my life, earning way more than I needed to simply get by and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
And yet, look at you now.
Thanks. I'm quite proud of where I've ended up. Let's just say the years after my time in the Well were filled with highs and lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past, to know where my anger towards the fleet comes from.
You're just gonna leave it at that?
Yeah. I think I've told you more than enough. Besides, my job here is to keep an eye on you, not the other way around.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering.
Hey. Do you know where the comm spike is being developed?
That information is classified, so even what I do know, I can't divulge. Now, I realize as part of this mission, you'll probably end up finding out anyway, but that's besides the point. For the sake of your cover, it's best you work with whatever information the fleet gives you.
True. Okay. Will I have access to any SysDef resources while I'm undercover?
We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works.
Okay.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Thanks.
Sir, protocol says we prioritize.
Okie So we'll sell the damn thing. The fucking award sa Wolf. Saan na ba yan? Dito sa may The Den.
Welcome to the den. If you have business, feel free to land.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Right on the money.
May I be of service? How may the trade Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. I want to sell. Where is it? Ito. Oh, it's 10k. Kasi I have the commerce thing. Yeah. Hell yeah. What else can I sell? Kinda wanna sell. Oh, wala na palang money. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, let's investigate Saturn. So it's the shit out of luck. Saturn, Earth, Neptune. Why is Earth dangerously close to to the sun? Pluto, Uranus. Ha! Got him. Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn. Set the course. Okay, but it's a gas giant, so like... Ah, okay, the Datura. Oh, I leveled up. So nga ba, ito. Set the course. Travel. Oh my.
We're docked.
Okay. What kaya? What's happening? Oh my.
I can't thank you enough. Thanks again.
Did I do this? So, all is well? Oh my. Now that's a yoga pose right there, Teka. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Take photo. Okay. And then... Yan. Take photo. Okay. Really? This is okay. The I'm gone. So why were they attacking me?
Docking seal released.
Okay. Oh, ayun no. They're still trying to attack me. They're attacking me.
Engines fried.
Directed to the raptor. Enemy's shield system is offline. Enemy's engines are offline.
Ramming speed. Ayun no.
Nice. They just lost their craft drive.
Who's this? What ship is this? Hello. Boom. Anyway. Can I scan this? Extreme environment. Teka. Galbank Supremacy Pattern. Starfield. I found a ship debris location on Mimas upon landing only found an ecliptic ship on the surface. I have my fifth ship. Ah. It said you had to have a comm spike and program the transponder coding. Ah. Oh, okay. Lang. So there's nothing pala for it. Okay. So, ano ba gagawin ko? Oh, kaso I have to... Damn. Shit. Sige, let's continue the ano na lang. Yeah. Oi, stop.
Jump complete. Want to do it again, just for fun? No? Maybe later. Nice clean dock there.
Okay.
Rook.
Alright. Let's keep going.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements.
Okay.
All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
Should I expect any trouble?
You're in the fleet. You should always expect trouble. As far
I
as
know what I mean.
goes,
It's
even
not
though
what I
she's one
meant.
of our newer contacts, you shouldn't have any problems dealing with her.
Oh my gosh, she's so annoying.
Definitely. We're talking cargo depots, star yards, research stations, and, like in SY-920's case, military outposts. I've never seen someone new to the game have so many contacts. It's the reason we let her join up in the first place. I don't know how she accomplished that. We've been trying to crack some of those places for years.
Right.
I sure hope so. Because she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
Okay, any clue what the device looks like?
Unfortunately, I have no idea. Like Neva said, it's a prototype, so it could look like anything. Once you're inside SY-920 and you're behind their firewalls, you should pick through their computer system. With any luck, it'll point you the right way.
Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it.
So you don't care if I shoot my way through the place?
Are you kidding? The UC's already painted giant red crosshairs on our backs. Keyway and his pals at SysDef won't rest until we're dead. It's not like you can make them any angrier at us, right? Shoot the place full of holes if you want. Just bring back that comm spike.
Okay, understood.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay.
Oh my gosh.
Stay sharp, Rook.
Dude, it's gonna be so satisfying in the end. When we have to take her out. Take them all out.
Box grog is fine if you like cheap
Undocking complete, Captain.
Driver spinning down. Jumps.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Let's go.
And complete.
And complete. Teka lang. Let's go to eto. Centurion Arsenal.
You know, you're here because you need... I'm sure we can find something that suits you.
Okay. What? Yun na yan? What? That's it? Okay. Sige, wag na. Let's go. Yeah, wait lang. Let's go back to the ship. Where's my ship? Saan ba yung ship ko? Diba? Ayan. Okay. Sana lumabas na si ano. Yun. Okay, let's go.
By the way,
Be
Captain.
scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Saan na si Vasco? Ano, nawala? Ayun.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
Hello.
You ask me? Happy to make a deal. You need stuff, I need... Absolutely.
We need the stuff. Calibrated the hard target. 263. Di ba like 415? Okay. Okay. You have nothing for me.
Watch your back out there.
All right.
I'm telling you, Centauri Mills is the way to go. Stock up on their discount stuff, and you don't need to food shop for like a month.
Not a chance.
Hello.
I take it your neighbor's new recruit?
You must be the smuggler.
Careful. The walls have ears. SY920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions.
I too have conditions.
Huh. Neva warned me you were difficult. Clearly I didn't understand what she meant, but I do now. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Okay. So you'll just bail if something happens?
It's not personal. If you're caught, that entire installation will be on you. There's nothing I can do for you at that point, except send flowers to your next of kin.
Okay. I was counting on the extra gun.
Sorry, but I work with professionals only. If you're going to start a fight, you're on your own. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY920, you can't come and go as you please.
Okay.
We'll talk more on the ship.
Waterfall Promenade. Damn. Sorry. Oh.
Your safety is
This it? Oh my. Wonder if I could steal it.
Hello.
Hello. Can I yoink every...
Nobody could stop the Crimson Fleet.
Hello.
Can I yoink everything you got in here?
Always looking for the next mark. Hey.
Hey.
Glad you're in the fleet.
Ooh, I'm scared. You'd have killed me already. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Ooh. Yes. Credits, DigiPick. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Alright.
Excuse me.
Alright, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to.
I'll be as silent as a crate of tissues.
Good. Say nothing and let their minds fill in the gaps. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
Let's go.
Alright, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grab drive. All systems go.
Whoa! That's honestly really cool.
We'll graph jump the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle it. Captain, I retract my...
Get us there safe.
Roger that.
So, anong gagawin ko? Oh, I didn't get to see it.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile. Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock in docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
Sige nga, I wanna see how you dock this. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone.
Okay. What if I get stuck? Is there any way to reach you?
Provided you haven't sounded the alarm, then yeah, like I said, if you can find an intercom, I'll keep a channel open.
Okay. Suspect the
I would
same.
hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Okay. How do I get out of here? Eto. Alright. Alright.
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
Okay.
Cargo haulers are restricted to the cargo bay.
Word is Commander Woods might be coming back. Maybe that'll put an end to all these checkpoints.
Okay.
Station seems secure.
This is Captain Juan Daiyu.
Cargo bay just
And you
checking
found the
in.
intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint.
See
I'm
what I
not
can
worried.
do.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
Okay. All right. What? Bilis naman nun. Damn.
Greetings, Captain.
Wait here.
Order received.
Order received. What? I've been caught? What do you mean? Oh.
How can I be of service? Commencing wait procedures.
What do you mean I've been caught tampering with the lock? What? Grabe yun! That was fucking quick. Grabe yun. No way. There's no way. Oh no. It's gonna be one of those missions, huh? It's gonna be one of them, huh? One of those. Putang ina naman tong... Wow, that was the quickest alarm. That was so quick. Like, how do you expect me to stealth this? Pag hindi nakatingin yung mga people? Kasi that was like ridiculously quick. Like, not even a step in and I'm already caught. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Ay, tayo na. Dude, seryoso. How did they see me that quick? Like... Not even a step in. Bro, I can't even step in without. Dude, it's impossible. It's impossible. Unless may ano ako. Do I have something to... Eto. There it is. So which one's the closest? Oh. Was I caught? Di naman siguro. How do I look? Ano ba itsura ko? Reload speed. Okay. Yes, I look redonkulous.
Heavy weapons aren't just about strength. They're about back.
They're about backbone. Red bone.
State your business.
I need to report to command bay for duty.
Logging ensign level clearance. Go on ahead.
Thanks. $61? Oh my. Oh. Yun lang pala. Wala na. That's it. That it? Okay. Oh. What? Find an intercom to speak. Okay. Hello.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu.
I made it to command bay.
And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code.
Unlock my way past the
I don't like
guards.
deliberately drawing attention to yourself, but a disguise is never a bad idea. The uniform won't be enough though. You'll need to find a computer with the code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
Understood.
Well, you better hurry. You know what they say, Marine. If you're 15 minutes early, you're still 10 minutes late.
Ay.
Captain Diana, return soon.
Ooh. Okay. AK-127C.
Nothing to report.
Whoa. Hold on. Ay. Okay.
Area still secure.
Ah, kaya pala master lock to.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
Oh. I require a key. Kaso wala akong key. Wala. Okay. Hello.
Need your clearance code, Marine.
Got code.
All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign. Code doesn't match.
What? What? Should I try? Should I try na rin? What you mean? What you mean the code doesn't match? Tanga na to. Sorry. Like that? Okay. Oh! Hirap nito. Wala ano. Okay. Wow. Ventilation shaft. Nah. It's okay. Ay. Ano ulit pangalan ko? NG983P. 983P.
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's...
NG983P.
Sorry, Ensign. Code doesn't match.
What? Zeremi. Oh. I see.
Stop right there, Ensign.
What? Why? ZX321D. Okay. ZX321D.
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it.
ZX321D.
You're clear, Ensign Zeremi.
Alright. Sick.
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Inform them they are clear to launch.
Alright. Project lead. Okay, Ensign Plus. Right. Ano kaya yung iba? Smart shielding. Oh. Cool. Damn. Daming lock. The fuck? Okay.
How are the tests for the comms spike doing?
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an incident.
It's always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, we'll simply monitor the situation at the cargo bay. For now, I've recommended to Dr. Vogel to contact me immediately if he identifies anything suspicious.
Alright. Bay number 4.
Yu here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly.
Well, it was fun while it
We worked
lasted.
well as a team. If only all my deliveries were as smooth as this one. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that.
Any parting
I
advice?
don't know what you're after, but my guess is you're looking for a scientist. It might even help if you pick up a lab coat and use it to blend in.
Okay.
I
Don't worry
like the
about me.
confidence. Either way, you're going to get your chance to prove it. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Alright. Find a lab coat it is then. Okay. Of course. What? No. But thanks for the XP.
Yes? Yes. What? Excuse me?
Use me.
I've heard the team.
Yes, if you have experience flying, you should talk to Dr. Vogel.
I don't know. I've flown a Discovery class, but I'm not familiar with the newer tech.
Newer ships are generally easy to fly. I bet you wouldn't have too many difficulties.
Dr. Vogel, huh?
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. According to autocorrelation models, results in risk increased by a magnitude of 2. But we won't tell Commander Natar. What she doesn't know won't kill her. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign?
Are you in charge of the Project EC-86?
Oh, yes. I've been studying decryption of all types for quite a long time. Probably since before you took your first grav jump. Signal protocol, quantum ratchet symmetry, interleaving data extrapolation. You name it, I've lectured on it. I've probably forgotten half of it, but I definitely knew it once.
Okay. Doing a routine check on the comm spike. I need access to the device.
Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device, it's a module.
Oh.
It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology.
No wonder the UC's interested in it.
Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure.
Sounds like it's not entirely ready.
Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. Statistical models can only go so far. And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh and blood pilots to stress test the systems. The kind unafraid to make the necessary sacrifices. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST.
I'm one of those 2 test pilots, actually.
Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious.
Reasons are classified, but I would personally fly the ship.
I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all. True. And Commander Natara's checkpoints are very thorough. Too thorough, if you ask me, not that anyone does. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
Appreciate it. Pilot uniform. Okay. What the hell do I look like? Wait, akala ko na ano ko na. Huh? Spacesuit. Okay. Terrible stats, but yeah. What can you do? Oh, hello.
You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center.
Find the route to bypass the checkpoint. How do you get there?
Pilot.
Pilot. Tapos? Ah. Oh, okay. Cool.
clear.
All right, let's see what this does. Hindi ba may captain's locker? Wala. Okay, yun na yan.
Prototype ship, you are not cleared for takeoff. What's going on over there?
Let's go.
Unauthorized launch from engineering. All ships, secure the prototype. Engaging Tango.
Come on! Target the thing! Oh my gosh, bro. It wouldn't target the thing. Of course.
I have something for you. And we're here. And we're docking.
Now.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Hey.
Head on in.
Previous ships being
We'll take
brought
the
back
ship
to
to
the
another
dock.
port so Jazz can have a look.
Alright. Appreciate it.
Need something? Rook?
The last Nova. Alright.
Some people drink coffee to wake up.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become...
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet.
Couldn't have done it without
I
you.
won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike.
Did Delgado clue you in on the comm spec?
Yeah, although I get why you didn't give me the details. If I had known this was about the legacy, I might have asked for a bigger cut.
It's as good as ours.
Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Alright. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Alright, let's go. Oh. The split screen glitch. Back at it again. Oi, speak.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the Comspike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Comspike was built into the ship, so I don't really have a choice.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done.
Thanks, Tony
Now,
Montana.
on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comspike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Okay. So I'm sticking my neck out based on a guess.
It's all we got. Now you are part of this job, so deal with it. Besides, I've learned never to question Jasmine's talent.
Okay. Let's do it.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together
My
a jump
girl,
engine
my
with her
girl,
eyes shut.
my girl.
Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost
Talk
good money on that
about
bet.
my girl.
All right,
My
let's not
girl.
get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash.
I'm sure we'll get along just
No,
fine.
no. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Crix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
Ooh. At Amy.
A slow ship will get you caught. Talk to Jazz if you need upgrades.
You've got stuff to smuggle. I've got the stuff to hide it. I don't mind helping, but it'll cost you.
Modify?
Sounds like fun. Let's see what I've got.
No.
If you want to stay under the radar, sure. All right, let's...
Sure. Hey. What's it called again? Ayun, Comspike. Where do I put it though? Dito? Saan ba? Saan ba pwede? Hindi, sige, ano na lang. What? Di pwede dyan? Ay, yung ilalim. Ayun. Accept. Space. No. Yan. Tapos, edit. F. Yun. Space. Tapos, dito we'll add the spike. Time to lock onto any ships is reduced, and weapons cost less to use in targeting mode. Okay. Tapos, that increases your chance of evasion during okay. Accept. Okay. So it says that you have to have a comm spike and program the transponder code in. It's part of the mission line. Second to the last mission, you get the module. Oh, okay. So I guess we could try. Try na rin natin. Yeah. So we go to Saturn. We're going back to shit out of luck. And then Saturn. Nasa Mimas daw eh. But ayun nga pala, this guy nga pala.
Target's grab drive is offline.
Emissions as payload
Nice work.
offline.
Saan? Okay. So okay, so I guess we'll just keep going around. We'll just keep going from one moon to the... Oh. Okay. You don't know you're messing with. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, natamaan pa sila.
Yes! Their grab drive is out of commission.
Oh. You want some of this?
Cut their grab
Y'all ready for this? Ah. Yun lang? That's all you got? Yo, bullets gonna harm me?
They've got no shield. Go get them.
Go.
Grab drive is toast.
Enemy's shield grid is fried.
Okay. So, what are we doing nga pala? Oh, yeah. Spaceship debris. Ito kaya yan?
Time to park this boat.
Alright.
You will require supplemental oxygen from your spacesuit in this area.
So asan yung ano? Ayun. Pero grabe, look at that. That's a screenshot right there. That photo mode. That's a screenshot right there. Ah, sige. Never mind. Screenshot. There we go. Kaya yun? Is this the Galbank supremacy? Doesn't look like it. What? Parang hindi. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, parts, nah. I don't think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. Sige, let's keep looking around. Abandoned resources. Okay, but I've been here before. Okay. What about this one? Have we been here before? Okay. Let's go. Okay, mukhang wala. Okay. Science outpost? No. That ain't it. Tethys. Have we been here before? Oh, sige. Mukhang hindi pa na-scan, so we'll check it out. We'll check it out.
Target acquired.
Huh? Oh.
White. Constellation vessel. Sam? Sam, is that you?
Oh.
I could use a little help if you're not too busy.
Nailed their grab drive.
They've lost shields. Target's engines have been critically damaged.
Go, go, go.
They've lost grab jump capability.
Ay, ito ba?
Enemy's grab drive out of commission.
And the board is clear. If you have time, I'll have to talk before I have to head off.
Okay.
I had it covered, but happy to be in your debt again.
So what, if we count this incident as the second time I've saved you?
It's not a competition, Sam.
Sure it isn't. So there's that time at the asteroid belt, the one on Neon. So, I still owe you 3, Lillian.
4. You always forget that cargo freighter with the explosives.
4. Definitely 4 then.
But, Captain, in all seriousness, your help is appreciated.
Fellow Rangers helping each other doesn't count.
I'm glad Blake scooped you up when he had the chance. You're a hell of a ranger. Is Cora on board?
Mom!
Oh, babe girl. It's so good to hear your voice.
Can we come over and visit?
Sadly not now, honey. I'm still on the clock.
Crime never sleeps.
At this point, I'd settle for a catnap.
How are you doing?
I've been doing good. I managed to even have a social life. Well, a little bit of one.
This has to be one of the signs of the apocalypse.
Remind me again why I was happy to see you, Sam.
Oh nga. Everyone needs a break sometimes, even you.
I am planning a proper vacation one day. I hear Paradiso was nice.
Is this the famous vacation you've been planning since before I met you?
Always with the wisecracks. Captain, nice moves. It's good to know my daughter's in good hands.
What about me?
What about you, Sam? I'm kidding. You always said I need to have a better sense of humor.
Forget I ever mentioned that.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Ingat. Okay. So what was I doing again? Oh yeah. The thing. Ta. Wala. Okay. So I guess last one. Hindi ko pa ba ito na-scan? Okay. The Titan. Pag wala talaga...
I'm ready to make
This is
some
United
waves.
Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
What? What is this?
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Homestead.
New Homestead? Oh, it's an actual town? Ooh, a new place to explore. Okay. Maybe this is where the supremacy was. Ah.
Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path and down into the colony below. Stay safe and enjoy your visit.
Okay. Thanks. What's in here?
Heads up, if you're planning on going to Chunks, Luther's been bothering anyone with the ship for help.
Okay.
with history.
So I guess we'll call it a stream muna here. Yeah. F5. Save. Okay. Alright. Sige. Ayun. Wait. Ayun. Alright. So, ayun na. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Appreciate all y'all stopping by. Thank you to Eva and to Trish for hanging out in the stream. Yeah, tomorrow we'll continue this. We'll continue with more of Starfield. Hopefully, matapos ko to by Saturday. Kasi hindi ako makaka-stream next week. Starting Monday up until October na siguro. Yeah. Dire-diretso na yan. Pero I'll try to squeeze in a stream on the 27th. Yeah. Then, after that, I'll stream on the 5th of October na. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Okay? Okay. Bye! Teka. Ayan. Okay. Bye!